Hello, conversationists. Thank you for tuning in again. Thank you for tuning in again to Ross. And if you're just joining us for the first time, this is Ross Network, and my name is Atabon Rosemary. Welcome to the family. And if you're wondering if you are in the right place, I want to assure you that you definitely are in the right place. You're definitely where you should be right now. So please don't touch that dial and keep scrolling and engaging in all of our uploads. They're very important, they're very necessary, and they will bless you. I believe so. So, like, I've been given a rundown of what my podcast is all about since it's very new right here on YouTube. And so, the last part that I wanted to give was what I have titled Cameroon and the Law. I'm a Cameroonian. I was born here. I live here right now. I didn't grow up here, but I live here. And, your environment affects you, right? Your environment determines a lot for you. Your environment determines actually is a big determiner of how far and how well you do or go in life. And that's not something that's disputable. I don't know if you think it's disputable. You might want to leave a comment on the comment section and I'll engage. But where you live is important. If you're living in extreme tall war zones like Afghanistan, Pakistan, you know that you can't really live with your two eyes closed, right? You can't sleep with your two eyes closed. That's if you sleep at all. I've talked about those countries, but then back home here we also have our own crisis, and there's so much going on in our nation. There's so much going on in our nation. There's so much injustice that we experience on a daily. So it's so bad that there are times I really get to ask myself, do we even have a constitution? I mean, is this constitution really, was it even necessary? Does it even work? Because it doesn't look like it. And when you get experiences with some of the security officers, the people who are supposed to protect us, how they treat us, especially if you are living in the southwest or the northwest of this country, the insecurity, the injustice that has been meted on those Cameroonians living on this part of the country as a result of what we now term the Anglophone crisis, which is in fact a terrible crisis that we've experienced for more than 8 years now, nearly a decade. It's terrible. You get to be harassed by policemen, you get to be threatened here and there, you're not bullied, you're literally beaten. That is, it's so terrible. And every time that I see these things, I ask, do we even have laws in this country? What's the law? What's the law? Even the basic ones, can we even at least get to understand these laws as Cameroonians? Because it's like we've lost so much hope that even the basic law that we are supposed to, rights that we are supposed to, we are supposed to exercise as Cameroonians, we don't even exercise it anymore. That's why you go to the hospital and you literally have to be at the mercy of the nurses and the medical doctors for them to attend to you. So when I tag this segment, Cameroon and the law, I'm talking about in all aspects. Let's look at even our road transport. Why would a driver be on the phone and driving or texting? Why do you have to be nice or be beggarly towards a nurse for them to do their job? What's the law? How come landlords know their rights more than any other person does? Like the landlord knows his rights, dictates to you, the tenant, what your own rights are according to his own laws that he has made, which is sometimes above the law. And you, the tenant, you don't even know your rights. You're in a taxi as a passenger, you don't know your rights. You're even afraid to talk to the driver. Do stop making you can't be in the middle of the road, you're driving and you're making a call. Stop the car, make the call, and then take off again. You do that, you get insulted, and even passengers, other human beings who are the mercy of the driver doing what he's doing, telling you that you didn't need to do that. So are Cameroonians part of the reason why this country is the way it is in terms of the law? Do we shoot? How often do we shoot ourselves in the legs when we are supposed to be standing up for the basic truth. Because truth be told, we cannot always point to the highest authority in the country for some of the trash that we see around us. There are various offices, various fields in this country that have leaders, and sometimes we are really, or if not most times, I don't know, but more often than not, we aid the injustice that we face. One is ignorance of the law, and it's not just a challenge to you; it's a challenge to me. Do we even have copies or pieces of our own constitution in our hands to be able to speak for ourselves? Because these are some of the things that these people use against us. So when I was curating this particular, trying to build this particular conversation, like a segment like this, I kept asking myself, what would it be about? So this is what I penned down on Cameroon and the law. In our nation, many people often wonder if the law really applies as it is in our constitution. It is becoming unrealistic to expect justice in our country. What is the law in Cameroon today? It's a question you ask yourself. It's a question I also ask myself. It's a question all of us need to engage in and answer if we are going to do right by ourselves in this country. And I can tell you for free, help is not coming from anywhere. The help that we need is in here, is right here, it's with you and me. It may look like it's not coming, but it's really not coming from abroad. It's coming from within. If we're going to salvage this country, we are going to engage in our own affairs, rewrite our own narratives. And it's not going to take somebody from elsewhere. It's going to take us. Okay, so as always, I would appreciate your comment and keep them as respectful as always. Until I come your way next time, my name is Atabang Rosemary. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.